What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. 2005 4.4 Toyota Celica GTS. What body kit is this? A Tsunami. Everyone asked about that. I'll just do a YouTube video soon once I get this car up and running again of all the parts that are on it and everything. So anyways, that being said, where we left off was I had a fuel pump that I installed and then the car sputtered and it didn't give it enough fuel. So I had some issues with that, and then I gotta unlock it, let's do that. I did another video where a fuel pressure regulator, that didn't fix it either, which I totally knew. I should have not done that. That being said, now what I did was I installed a Monkey Wrench Racing as a company. I installed like one of their generic pumps, and today I ordered, or a little bit ago, I ordered a AEM fuel pump. So we're gonna be installing the AEM fuel pump in the Toyota Celica. I already showed you guys how to do this. So we're just gonna pull out the fuel pump that I reinstalled and then install all this. Hey, look at all these parts I got. So here's the regulator fuel assembly. Oh, that's for this guy, so we don't need that one. I already did that. I got a new cap because I cut the other one. I got a spacer, an insulator, a little rubber seal, a new fuel sock, not a filter, a clip that holds all this together, a tiny little one of these. OEM, all OEM. And then a new OEM, not an aftermarket one, but an OEM fuel filter. That is the filter. It's a sponge thing inside of here. And then here's what we're going to be installing. This is going to be the high flow AEM, right there. High flow AEM fuel pump. And this actually is stronger. This one's actually stronger than the one. This does 340 liters per minute versus the all right, open it up. But versus the 255 on the other one. So 340, it even says it on there. That's amazing. And then I get all this from Monkey Wrench. It did come with another fuel filter sock, but I don't think the fuel sock works. So that being said, I can't wait. So we're gonna go back into the car and yank out that fuel pump. Okay, if you've been following along, we've been here before. We removed the top hat, which is 8 millimeters, but I use a flathead screwdriver. I separated the filter. That's the stuff that I bought already. It didn't work. I've been here before in the MR2. And this case, I actually someone said a great comment. They said flip these wires. I did. There was a no start, so hopefully I didn't. I'll have to look if I blew any fuses, but it was wired correctly. I did wire it correctly. The aftermarket fuel filter and then all that other stuff didn't work. So what we're gonna do is just go to the OEM with the AEM, and I think this right here, this clip is the same and it should be plug and play, but I'm not sure. I might have to cut that in. I'll have to look. So we're gonna assemble this now. We're gonna open up the OEM fuel filter. We're gonna open up the AEM pump. We're gonna install this spacer right here that goes inside, and then there's another spacer right over here. We're gonna also put that on as well. Then we'll put the lower cap on with another spacer that I purchased, this little rubber spacer that actually fits on here. The other one we cut up and did a whole custom thing. I didn't like it, it didn't work. Then we'll throw the fuel pressure regulator on it, and so it'll be all assembled. So here we go. We'll show you it all when it's done. So OEM insulator, OEM spacer, OEM cushion. These are all going on this AEM aftermarket pump. This is a real plug and play. This had such a nice click and clunk, and it locked right into place. That's how you're supposed to do it. So again, what I did was I just shoved that down, and we are on our merry way. OEM fuel filter, and then fuel sock is on, and I did have to tap it on with a little hammer right here. Now there's a keeper. I really don't think it's going anywhere, but I did purchase a keeper from Monkey Wrench, OEM clip. This little guy, and we'll push it on right there. See that? Part number. Clip. Okay, I've actually reassembled the whole thing, so we're good. We'll see what happens if I discard this or not, but that was a nightmare. Amazing OEM click and play. Do the AEM one, perfect. Okay, Celica is running. It's so cold. I'm so tired of Washington, guys. I need to move. It is so cold. It's running and it sounds fine. It started up pretty quickly. Yeah. I gotta leave the garage door open, but I think there's snow outside still. So what we're gonna do is let it warm up, and then I'm not gonna put the seats back in just because I don't want to have to redo it again. At this point, I'm just hoping that the car runs and drives pretty decently. It should be good. I don't know if that was the actual issue or not, but it does have the 340 fuel pump in there, and the car does run. Again, I installed the monkey wrench 255 one on there. The price difference was like $15. Just go for the AEM one. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. I had the same thing with my MR2, and I had to do this whole same thing. The other advice is buy an OEM fuel filter, not the sock, but the actual like little sponge inside there. Buy the OEM one. It's a really good fit, because I pretty much just went from a like $200 fix to like twice the cost to like a $400 fix. So don't do that. Also, it's probably never going to be your fuel pressure regulator. Like, it's probably never going to be that ever. So that was a dumb idea too. So it was just a bad install because it was an aftermarket, not drop-in fuel pump. But this seems to work. So hopefully this is fix it, and I'll have enough strong fuel pressure for this super awesome 2ZZ MR2 turbo, and we can do a lot more content, because I've been MIA. I've just been so busy. So let's go over it, and I'll pull the car out of the garage. I think I have to shovel my driveway. I'm not sure if I'm able to get the car out. Okay, I had the car out for a second and then it died. I think this is crazy. So I did a good job. We have a bigger fuel pump, 340 liters per minute. This may be the truth. The whole time it might have been the alternator. I got the battery light on. So the ladder on the battery, so the car would start, crank, 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 start and then die, crank, 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 start and then die. And then if I let the car die, it would crank endlessly, but it wouldn't really want to get a start, which could have been the whole reason. That is so funny. If this is just the whole thing because of bad alternator, I'm gonna die laughing. Anyways, it has a smell of burning. I'm really happy I did put that new the new fuel pump in there, the AEM one, but I think honestly, I think it might be the alternator. So I actually should know it's the alternator. How do I know? Because it has the battery light on. So we're gonna look into ordering a refurbished 2ZZ alternator, and that'll be the next video. Gosh, I really want to drive this car. I've been wanting to daily drive this car. It just sits in this garage. So what we'll do, we'll end up doing that. But hey, there's some Celica content. We did install that. I do recommend 10 out of 10. I'm like still 99% sure, because the car started right up with the AEM one. To make sure that you do the AEM, that is a good product. So make sure to like, subscribe. We'll be back right on this Toyota Celica again. Another fail, hilarious. But we'll be throwing an alternator on here, and then we should be good to go. This battery's from 2023. It should still be hanging with us. There shouldn't be an issue with it. I'm just pretty like 99% sure it's an alternator. It smells like an alternator. And the car has 170,000 miles on it. Some of the things were reused. The engine only has nothing on it, very little, maybe 5,000, 10,000 miles on it. But the alternator, I'm like pretty sure it's the original one that I put on here. So that being said, I'll get a new alternator. We'll be right back. I'll show you guys how to do that, so we can get this 2ZZ Turbo Celica GTS driving again. Like, subscribe, swingmymitch.com. See you in the next video.